Hey, welcome. My name is Lylanthia.
And I'm WookieGT.
And we're going to be opening a beautiful booster box of Mirrodin Besieged today. So here's hoping for some sweet rips and some delicious foils maybe.
Yes indeed, yes indeed.
Alright. Gotta break that shrink wrap. You can see the Wizards logo all over it so we know it's real. That's very important these days.
Yes indeed, and right here.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
So this came out of a case that had booster packs that were... Fuck, I wasn't going to say that. Oh well.
Well, you still didn't. Also, you can audio clip this out.
That's true. Well, just hopefully it'll match up. If not, I'll tell you guys at the end.
Weird, the audio kind of skipped over some parts there.
Yeah, that's strange. I don't know why that happened. That was so weird. Huh, look at all these packs.
So I'm trying to recall what notable cards are in this set.
Inkmoth Nexus.
Besieged. I'm thinking of it's the symbol with like the this with a sword through it, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So is that Blightsteel?
Blightsteel I thought was new for Exia.
Well, I'm not going to take time to look it up. We'll check that afterwards. But for now, I recall the Zeniths.
The Zeniths are in the set, that is for sure.
Yes.
And Massacre Worm.
Oh, yeah.
And Inkmoth Nexus and Tezzeret. So there's plenty of good little hidden gems.
Yes, as per shown on the front of the packs here. Tezzeret, crap, the Knight, Phyrexian,
Agent of Bolas.
the Zombie Knight, 2/2.
Oh, Phyrexian Crusader, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
And Mirrodin Crusader. So you can see we were kind of stilted towards the Phyrexians. Is it weird or do these look like they're blurry?
Yeah.
Huh, how strange.
Some quality print checks right there. But
Yeah.
let's see what's inside.
Let's get this on the road. I'm going to go ahead and crack one open here. If you didn't play in the pre-release for this set, it had a very interesting setup for it. So with the pre-release, you either chose Phyrexian or you chose Mirrodin. And then you got seeded packs that had rares that were just from your faction.
Oh.
So if you wanted to show up and play Infect, you were a Phyrexian. If you wanted to play like equipments and creatures and fast ground pounders like this Ardent Recruit, then you went with the Mirrodin setup.
Sweet.
And you got the Metalcraft and Battlecry opportunities. Living Weapon was one of the other cool effects in this set.
Yep.
First pack.
Equipment that comes with the creature. Hey, look at that. Speak of the devil. Phyrexian
Yeah.
Crusader.
All right, there we go. Look at that.
Alright, so some of the notables that when I tried the flashback draft online, white had a lot of strong flyers, like double white for a 2/2 flyer. Usually you gotta pay 3 mana for a 2/2 flyer. Yeah, look at that. Some of the last moments that cards had land walk of any kind were starting to dwindle, starting in this set. And let's cut to the uncommons here. We got Neurotic Commando, good old reliable Go for the Throat,
Very, very heavily played removal card.
Juggernaut, and our rare is Mirrorworks.
Which is that not an EDH card?
It is quite sought after for artifact-based EDH decks, and you can make copies of all your artifacts for just a little price of 2 mana
That sounds
when they enter the
sweet.
battlefield. And it looks like we got a foil Master's Call.
Oh, making some Mir tokens.
Wow, that's got a pop to it.
Yeah, it's quite a beautiful finish on it. So, I think that we might see a trend here with the commons. So we're going to be Leonin Skyhunter.box. Priest of Norn. Card saw very fringe standard play in a very, very rude mono-white Infect deck that was rolling around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because there was this thing about a 1/4 with Vigilance and Infect that was very difficult to deal with at the time.
Oh, Vigilance 2? Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's like I'll jag for 1.
And the Knowledge Pool.
Hey.
A card that lends itself to a lot of really weird shenanigans-y type strategies. Giving the ability to trade spells in and out of the pool. Which I believe, is that the card that with Marin of the Morn Song makes it so that you can't cast spells for the rest of the game? I seem to remember that was the...
Yeah, there is a janky combo, maybe several, that I've seen on a notable website, MTG Goldfish, using Knowledge Pool as one of the big pieces to, let's see, yeah, it was that and you can't cast more than one spell each turn.
Oh.
Because once you cast one spell, it gets imprinted, and then you cannot cast the spell that you get off of Knowledge Pool.
So we're talking like Rule of Law, Curse of Exhaustion, Arcane
Exactly.
Laboratory. I gotcha.
Yes.
That sounds like a very annoying lock.
And there's another Master's Call. Jumping to the uncommons.
Oh, up here.
Nope. That's right. Carapace. Marauder Golem. Recruit. More Metalcraft goodness. Tangle Hulk. Priests again.
Steel Sabotage. Yeah. Counter an artifact or return an artifact to his hand for 1 blue.
Yeah.
Our other Landwalker in the pair.
Mm-hmm. Brass Squire. Tap. Attach a equipment to a total creature you control. Basically, throw a weapon to one of your creatures.
Just reminds me of R2. Like, actually, I would love to get one of those altered with an R2D2 on it because he hucks the lightsaber to Luke there in Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
And Mortarpod, living weapon. Actually, before we talk about the rare, this card.
Defined Standard.
Yes.
With all your disposable Squadron Hawks and 1 toughness creatures.
Exactly. Making combat math a nightmare. And then we got good old Hellcat Igniter, which has potential to just one-shot people if you have enough artifacts. Mm-hmm. And has haste.
Nothing like a big scary dragon.
That is a mean dragon.
Amen. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So we'll just kick through these commons.
By the way, keeping your uncommons separated or just leaving it be?
We probably should. That's not a bad idea.
Alright, I'll go through that.
So we got Piston Sedge. Plague Mob Beast, which is kind of a Highlander favorite in the green-black decks. Sacrifice a creature gives you the option to proliferate. So proliferate engines are something we always like in Commander, especially with all the planeswalkers running around.
Totally.
And a Shimmer Mirror, which is a flashing mirror that also makes it so all of your artifacts have flash.
Yeah, speaking of planeswalkers, that much more recent rule change of you can have as many planeswalkers of the same subtype. Like if it's a Jace, you can have any and every Jace on the battlefield as long as it's not a copy of the same Jace.
Yep. And then with there being 5 Nissas and 4 Garriks, that makes it very cool to have that ability in green.
Yes.
Alright, show me what you got.
So I've got everybody's favorite EDH commander.
Please tell me it's not a Traxa.
It is a Traxa, yes.
Why are we friends?
Because I got plenty of other decks to play that aren't as degenerate as that.
That's fair.
Alright. Mirrodin Metal, Training Drone. Can only attack when it's equipped. Fairly big downside. Another Sabotage, Ripper, Pheresis, Rutwolf, Oculus, and Sphere of the Suns.
Was an unusually good ramp.
Ramp card of the choice. 4 mana, 2/2 flyer, which just comes with the equipment.
Mm-hmm. Big old fat one.
Quilled Slagworm, 7 mana, 8/8, and Psychosis Crawler. Draw a card, and each opponent loses 1 life. And it is as big as your hand size.
Yet another commander favorite.
Yes.
And this guy right here saw a lot of play in the Keswick Wolf Run deck as well as other standard decks because for a long time in standard, we haven't had ramp this good. Like ever since then. I think Farseek was the last one.
Especially color fixing ramp.
Yes. Back to Mundo. Alright, so still no Inkmoth Nexus, still no Tezzeret. Hopefully we'll see a Mythic here soon. Let's get these commons out of the way. Oh, Lylanthia Relic Warder, another neat little Hate Bear 2/2 for 2 that does neat things. And then we got a Mirror Welder, which imprints to exile target artifact cards from the graveyard, and it gets all the activated abilities of that card.
Oh.
Ooh, of all cards exiled with this, so you can get tons of different activateds on it.
Smells like a combo. Okay. New pack. Skip to the good stuff. Uncommons. There's Keepers. Can't have counters placed on it. Into the core. Exile 2 artifacts. You know, this is like probably very underplayed, in my opinion, for EDH.
It's a natural 2-for-1 and at instant speed. I would say that is quite powerful.
That is almost the turn to dust quality for red.
I'm on board with that.
And
although I guess it's also at the same cost as Shatter Spree. Or not Shatter Spree, Shatter Storm.
True.
But this also exiles. So
yes.
Against a lot of decks, that really makes
Can't get them back. Another big 8/8. And we got Phyrexian Hydra.
And a foil in this pack.
And a foil.
Lumen Gargoyle. 6/6 flyer, 4/4 flyer for 6. Gross.
foil file.
The
Fraction
Hydra's
Hydra.
pretty good.
Yeah, pretty big bomb for your limited pool. Pretty much guaranteed to kill your opponent. And everything on the board with this thing.
Let's see. So we go through the commons. We got the Serum Raker. So the Vidalcan Infuser is kind of a Johnny Combo player sort of card. So at the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge counter on target artifact.
Ooh.
So with all the different artifacts running around that do things with charge counters, this guy is their best friend, especially if you've got something that lets you have extra upkeeps. Is that Paradox Haze that does that? Or
Yes.
is that the one that removes
Yeah, that
it?
is Paradox Haze.
Very good. So I would say that that is another card that you'd want to look out for your artifact hijinks and commander. Got the Choking Fumes going on, -1/-1 counter on each attacking creature. Great because you can also proliferate them and can kill those big, huge, pesky guys with Indestructible once you get enough counters on them.
Totally.
And then we get the Mirror Crusader, Legacy Staple, played Modern, and also on the pack. We did.
Cube Monster.
Fact. Get a Sword of Fire and Ice on this guy, forget about it.
Oh my god.
Or in Standard, the idea was get a Sword of War and Peace on him, so he's pro white, green, black, and red, which means he's basically unremovable.
Those Magic Online cubes. I like to draft green and black, or any mix of black and blah, or green and blah, and it's a nightmare when that card shows up.
Yeah. For being pretty firmly Golgari players, this is a stressful card for us.
Alright.
Ooh,
Quarter Paladin. 3-1 for 2 with Battlecry.
Coming in swinging. Loves me some Battlecry.
Another Into the Core. That's out two target artifacts. Gruesome Encore. Target creature card from an opponent's graveyard on the battlefield under your control. It gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. That creature will leave the battlefield. Basically, a clause that's saying it has to go be exiled no matter where else it goes. And a Fricks Crusader.
Number 2.
Number dos. It's not bad.
Yeah. I would also like to point out Gruesome Encore is kind of funny against your friend that has the Grishol brand deck, since once they dump the Grizzle brand into the graveyard, if they end up having to leave it there over the turn, then you get to rip their Grizzle brand out and exile it after you're done with it.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky plays are the best plays. Ooh, I was wrong about a card that's in this set. Alright, so there's a stack of commons. A Spiraling Duelist that gets double strike when you have enough artifacts. Pierce Strider, which was a part of a set. There's one that gains 3 life and one that loses you 3 life. Obviously, I would rather Resto Angel the Pierce Strider, get my opponent closer to dead. And the Blightsteel Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
We did it. First
Booyah.
Mythic, and it's a good one.
Holy crap.
So that guy is a vintage favorite as a Tinker target. Also something that lots of EDH decks like to try and figure out how to cheat and play because he hits you once and you are dead.
Yes.
Also notoriously difficult to remove.
11/11 Trample Effect, in case you can't read the card. And if you were to be put into the graveyard from anywhere, reveal it and shuffle it into your library.
Also, Indestructible, which is
And Indestructible. Very important thing under Trample Infect right there.
Factamundo.
Yes, yes. Alright. Alright, we got Cadol the Flame Fiend, 6 mana, 4/4, ETB, sacrifice an artifact. If you do, deals 4 damage divided among any target creatures and/or players. That's actually that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Damn.
you can buy that card.
Single Pest. We all know what that's a staple of. And Core Prowler. Put into a graveyard. Proliferate. And Infect 2/2. Not bad. Hero
Ooh.
Blade Hold.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it looks like if we were doing sealed of this box, I feel really good about the white deck.
Yeah, 2-headed giant sealed.
I think I hated Hero Blade Hold when I was playing Esper Control in Standard more than any other creature, just because how fast it gets out of control. So that was when we didn't have a full-fledged Wrath in Standard, so our best thing that we could do with it was hope we ripped a Terminus, which, I mean, we had Ponder in Standard at the time, so it was doable.
Yeah.
But Hero Blade Hold, very hard card for us to deal with, especially since the deck was a lot of one-for-oneing until you could pull ahead.
It took one swing and you're already way behind.
Absolutely. So you have to hope you can go for the throw it before it goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Beautiful card. Alright, so let's go and get these guys out of the way. So Pheresis, actually, just to give a quick call out to it. So Pheresis is the process of transforming into a Phyrexian, which in this case they decided to flavor it up by making it so it's an enchantment that gives a creature infect. Just thought that was kind of a cool little thing to have happen. Lead the Stampede. Card is something that I personally really enjoy. Looking at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal any number of creatures from among them, put it in your hand. and the rest of the card on the bottom of your library.
Oh yeah, we did something. Oh man.
So I play this in Elves in Modern. It is an insane draw engine in a deck that runs 36 to 40 creatures. Absolutely love the card. Love everything about green card advantage like this.
Yes. Also recently printed in Iconic Masters.
Ooh. The Septic Rats, which is if the depending player is poisoning, it's +1/+1, and then there should have been another uncommon here. It was the Gargoyle. It was so bad I didn't realize it was an uncommon. And we got another Shimmer Mirror.
Hey, that's not bad though. Shimmer's pretty strong. All right, so we've already cut out columns from this pile. The little one on top I thought was interesting was Concussive Bolt. If you have Metalcraft, creatures that player controls can't block this turn. It only does 4 damage to a player, but it's also a Magma Rift.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty strong. Also, Phyresis, flashing this onto a opponent's creature if you have the ability to flash, enchantment auras. And then, oops, oh, you killed that opponent. Why'd you do that? Why?
With Leyline of Anticipation, they're coming in, and it's like, okay, it's only 10 damage, but, nobody expects the Phyresis.
Oh, no. Why'd you kill Tim? Oh, jeez. Okay, Treasure Mage.
Oh, it's also such an iconic standard card.
Yeah,
so
this guy's great.
We played the crap out of him in the Heartless Summoning deck. So Treasure Mage has the really cool ability with Heartless Summoning on the board to be 1 blue, search your library for a Wormcoil Engine, and put it in your hand.
Yeah.
So that is definitely a really interesting card for that deck. Also, just something that's really worth playing in Commander because there are so many good 6+ drop artifacts that you want to play in your Commander deck.
Yeah, kind of the second mage of a cycle that would then become Trinket, Treasure, and then Trophy.
Yeah.
Here up in Kaladesh block, which got a 3 CMC artifact. Kind of a 2-mana skip in between each one, except for from Trophy to Treasure, it was 3, but still very, very cool mix of stuff. So we've got Plague Mirror, Infect, 1/1 for 2, and some Mana Dork. Basically a mana can with an Infect.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get much, bread and butter than adding 1 extra color to your mana pool.
Yeah.
And the rare is Red Sun Zenith. Sorcery Fireball. Not quite. Well, what's the String Blaze? Yeah, Sorcery, String Blaze that shuffles back into your deck.
Yeah. You get to cast it again and again.
Also, it exiles a creature if you kill a creature with it.
Well, there you go. And then we got to see Phyrexian Rager come back in this set. This was originally printed in Apocalypse. Kind of has been a staple black card throughout its life just because it gives you the ability to draw cards while also having a body on it. So not a bad ability there. Get the real Leon and Relic Order. A second, go for the throat. And we see Distant Memories come in, which is searching your library for a card, exiling it, and then shuffling your library. An opponent either gives you that card, or they let you draw 3 cards. So 3 cards for 4 mana is not a bad rate in Commander. Being able to potentially tutor for a card you need or try and play that mind game political fake out sort of thing really also adds an extra element to the game. So I know a lot of blue mages that really enjoy casting that one.
Yeah, so it's a blue Demonic Tutor. It's either blue Demonic Tutor
or Careful Consideration.
Or just draw 3 cards or Concentrate.
Concentrate, yeah.
Yeah. It's actually not bad for straight blue if you're only playing in blue. Or blue and not black. It's actually not bad. I know we're talking about Commander a lot, but that's what I like to play a lot of.
Yeah.
Alright.
And honestly, it's more popular than the other formats.
Probably right. We'll just say you are right. The Keeper's Silverskin Armor. Quick creature gets +1/+1 and is an artifact in addition to its other types. Skin Wing, another 2/2 living artifact weapon, and another Knowledge Pool.
Oot.
Infect counter is land.
We also have an inappropriate joke in our friend circle about the Skin Wing. I'll suffice it to say one of our close friends has named one of his body parts after it. If you can figure it out, please post in the comments below. First person to guess what part of his body the Skin Wing is will get 1 mailed to them.
Wait, one what? Skin Wing or the body part?
Definitely Skin Wing. I
Okay,
think
good.
it'd be illegal
Okay,
to do
good.
otherwise. All right, so let's see.
Waka
here.
Waka.
There you go. Spiraling Duelist, Strandwalker. Oh, the Ink Moth Nexus.
Yeah.
All right, so we've hit an Inky so far, and we've hit a foil Spin Engine.
Spin Engine.
Damn. I mean, I don't think it's very good, but look how shiny it is. Also, notice this is a very Mirrodin box for the foils. They've all got the Mirrodin stamp on them, and none of them have the Phyrexian one.
Yeah.
Alright. Uncommon pile.
Alright. Beast Rider, 7-skin armor, Juggernaut, and Creeping Corrosion.
Oh yeah, Shatterstorm, but color
And
shifted
all
into
green.
green.
Exactly.
Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright. The Flame Fiend, the Flesh Eater Imp, which lets you Nantuko Husk, but on a creature with Infect. Metallic Mastery, which is the Act of Treason type card, but it takes artifacts instead. And then we've got Slagstorm, which is kind of played in Modern a little bit. I think Anger of the Gods sees more, though. Is that right?
Yeah, Anger of the Gods for sure, because of the Exile clause.
Yeah. But being able to class them or hit them each opponent for 3, definitely not a bad card to have access to.
Exactly. Paladin, Piston Sledge,
Sack an artifact.
Sack an artifact to equip it. We got Choking Fumes, and we got a Cytoplasm, which is a very interesting clone creature.
Oh, at the beginning of your upkeep, clone it.
Yeah. And a foil, Sphere of the Suns.
Oof.
Oh, baby.
That's beautiful.
Oh, baby, baby.
And also, yet again, another Mirrodin one. We'll get a Phyrexian foil.
So eventually.
Alright, so let's see. Commons out of the way. Goblin War Driver and Signal Pest. Man, that was definitely standard deck that I played, our buddy Nathan played, and then our very own Time for Games used to pilot this deck as well. It was a Goblin's Battle Cry, Golgotha Rebirth deck in standard.
Ooh.
Super explosive, super powerful.
That sounds extra hot.
And it kicked the absolute crap out of the Cobblade deck. It was so fast that they just couldn't handle it. And then we've got Vidalcan Autonomous, which is 2 and a blue, tap it, put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature. You may tap or untap that creature. So with some of the creatures out of Amonkhet that have bonuses for being able to remove 1/1 counters from themselves,
Yeah.
I think that there's a neat little place for him. And then Phyrexian Rebirth,
Yeah.
which is a very awesome wrath effect when played in Commander. So destroy all creatures. And then you get an XX horror creature token, which is X is the same number of creatures that were destroyed this way. So you're playing a 4-player pod, wipe out your opponent who's playing tokens.
Yep.
Boom, you've got a 30/30.
Yeah.
All right, that was a
I like that one a
pretty
lot.
sweet pack. Would have gotten behind that.
Alright, so we got the Infuser.
Excellent.
Upkeep with charge counter artifacts. Choking Fumes again. Septic Rats. Rats. If the defending player is poisoned, it gets ++1.
Oh.
So it's a very on curve creature. Decimator Web. Pay 4 tap. Card opponent loses 2/4 life. Yeah. Loses 2 life. Gets a poison counter. Then mills 6.
Wow. Seems like a recursion engine.
It's a clock of every kind. If your opponent's not dying one way, now they're dying 3 ways. As long as this never leaves the battlefield.
There you go. I did just notice something kind of weird in this set. So we're seeing lands from both Scars and from Mirrodin Besieged be opened. Ooh, we've got the Infecting, Reclamation Sage. Not Reclamation Sage, Viridian Shaman. So it has ETB to destroy an artifact, which was uncommonly powerful in this block in Limited, and is also just a 2/2 Infect. Then we've got Corrupted Conscience, which lets you control a creature and also gives it Infect. And Mitotic Manipulation, which looks at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards onto the battlefield. If it has the same name as a permanent, put the rest on the bottom of your library. So, seems kind of limited, probably pretty hard to use outside of 60 card standard. Obviously,
Yep.
in Commander, that seems like a waste of your time.
Yeah.
But could be a neat way to cheat into play some guys.
Yeah. Corrupted Conscience was definitely a card that that just absolutely stole games out of nowhere in Commander.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take a big hasty creature or your Eldrazi.
I just don't
I'm
want to
gonna-
think about Emrakul with Infect.
Yeah, we're gonna give it Infect. And
Also-
say goodbye.
They did take over a Planeswalker with it, though, even though it says creature.
That's true. That cheats McGeats. Although you could find a creature version of him.
That's fair.
Granted, it's not timeline accurate.
Signal Pest.
Pest. Strandwalker. Another. Ooh, that's a big wally kind of living weapon. 2/4 for 5. Leaves behind the equipment. Another core pilot and Phyrexian Revoker.
Sweet. The Creature Pithing Needle, Legacy playable. Is that our 3rd Shimmer Mirror this pack that I just saw?
No, this is a
Mirror
Mirror Welder.
Oh, it's kind of cool. Also Mirrodin. So the Revoker, that's pretty sweet.
Yes.
So he's playing Legacy Death and Taxes. He's playing the Silver Bullet card in Modern decks. I play it in Company occasionally, since it's Pithing Needle that you can hit with Collected Company.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. I just accidentally saw the foil, and I'm excited. Also, this pack is kind of cool, too. So, we got the War Driver. We already talked about why we love this guy. We got the Lead Stampede. We got the Vidalcan. Oh.
Hey, yo.
We got the Vidalcan Autonomist. Tezzeret Agent of Bolus, he needs no introduction. Blue-Black Tezzerator is a legacy deck. Some people see him play in Modern. Pairs well with the Thopter Sword combo. Start hucking 5/5 Thopters at him.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing. And a Germ Token, a Plains, and a foil Lead the Stampede. Also Mirrodin. We got a double Lead the Stampede pack with Tezzeret in it. And this is immediately slotting into Elves.
Yeah.
That makes the box for me.
And that kind of brings up something about pack foils from certain sets. So if you were, because this is in Iconic Masters as well, it's not going to have this Mirrodin symbol on it. If that was the foil of your pack, so it depends. You know, it's all preference.
Yeah.
But I like this.
I would go with the original.
That's pretty sick. We got the Relic Order for, getting rid of pesky artifacts or enchantments. Smiling Duelist. For their conscience. And an Inkbloth Nexus.
What the actual
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the God box. 2 Inkies, a Blightsteel, and a Tezzeret in the same box.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Okay, so next, foil Green Sun Zenith, or am I asking for too much? I think I'm asking
That's
for too much.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see here.
Oh, man.
So, this is a common that's actually kind of worth talking about here. So, Ichor Wellspring is kind of fun in the combo-y artifact EDH decks, in that it has both an enter the battlefield and a put into the graveyard ability, both of which net you a card. So it lets you have an option for sacking to artifacts that lets you draw, and as well as drawing when it comes into play. Also really popular in some of the red decks, like is that Derevi, the Scrap Servant or whatever guy?
Yeah, Derevi.
Yeah, because it lets you get card advantage in red, which is very, very rare. Kemba's Legion is a very funny uncommon. I love it in the equipment decks and Commander. Can block an additional creature for each equipment attached to it. So you start suiting him up Voltron style, and he turns into this impenetrable object that also is vigilant, so he just swings one way and blocks the other.
Yeah.
Gets out of hand fast. We've got the Plague Mirror and a Bone Horde.
Bone Horde.
Yeah, he is XX for each for number of creatures in all graveyards. Yet another multiplayer commander card that is quite strong.
Yes. Very palpable with my favorite black card, the Agent of Bolus, the oh good grief.
There's Night Howler and
ETBs and eats end of battlefield, sacrifice a creature, you gain life and draw cards equal to its power.
Oh yeah, Agent of Bolus.
Agent of Bolus. Swire, Treasure Mage, Plegmon Beast, Thopter Assembly. Where's the rare for this one?
At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control no Thopters other than Thopter Assembly, return it to your hand. Put 5 1/1 colorless artifact Thopters onto the battlefield, and then sack them to Time Sieve and take another turn and recast Thopter Assembly.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I wonder if that's been done before. And it gets fetched off a Treasure Mage. How beautiful.
Maybe it has been done before, for as fast as you round that off.
I ain't saying it.
What? Who?
Alright, so let's see here. So we've got the Peace Strider, gain 3 life, 3/3 for 4, the Viridian Corruptor, and a second Blightsteel. What the fuck is going on with this box? Oh, whoa. Sorry about that to our underage YouTubers, but I just opened the same Mythic twice in a box, and it's also, I think, the most expensive Mythic in this set.
I believe it is.
Wow.
Alright. These guys out of the way.
So this is going to be a second box you won't believe YouTube video.
Yeah.
As if that Theros box wasn't gross enough.
Flight Shooter Imp, Metallic Mastery. Did I whip? Oh, well, missed one somewhere. It's out there. Doesn't matter. Test Warzone.
Which is the fake Inkbloth Nexus that you open it up and think it's inky at first. But it's a pretty interesting card.
And a neato little foil for Phoresis. Little card that we talked about earlier.
Look how shiny the armor is on that. So this is a unique effect for a land. So whenever you are dealt combat damage, the person who dealt combat damage to you takes contested war zone. And it makes it so all attacking creatures get +1/+0 until end of turn. So kind of a group hug Rainbow Veil type card.
Yeah.
But one that we're kind of a fan of in the Kuldotha deck, because getting that last little bit of extra damage through is kind of a big deal. Boy, I am really interested in what we have left here. So we've got the Looming Grit Gargoyle, the Nested Ghoul, which is whenever a source deals damage to Nested Ghoul, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield. Septic Rats, and the Mirror Turbine, which lets you create mirrors and then tap 5 mirror you control to search your library and find a mirror card from your library and put it on the battlefield.
Yep.
Go get that Mirror Battle Sphere.
A guaranteed army in a can. Another Gargoyle. Nested Ghoul.
Yeah.
Damage, deals damage to...
Source deals damage to it, yeah.
Hey, that's like Enrage.
Yeah, that is actually, yeah.
Hey, talk about notable new mechanics. Conscience and another Distant Memories.
Okay, so now we're getting back to the part where all the double rares are going to suck.
Oh well, it's still good.
Alright, let's see here. We've got commons, Viridian Claw, +1/+0 first strike, equipped for 1 on a 2-drop equipment. Surprisingly good limited in this set because so many creatures have Infect, and Infect, it turns out, gets really gross with first strike. Since you're doing the -1/-1 counters during the first strike step, and then when they hit back during the regular damage step, the creature's smaller, so it really futzes with combat match. Strand Walker and White Sun Zenith. TLDR, make kitties, they go Mao.
Another make an army with all your mana at the end of the turn. End of your opponent's turn. Legion. Autonomist. Anatomist. Words. Waterpod. The good. The bad, the ugly. Friction Rebirth.
Alright, 2 packs left.
Germ.
These can be absolute garbage, and I'm still going to feel like this was the best box I've ever opened. Uh-oh, the camera's getting all shaky.
Well, I think it might have been like that.
Oh well.
From the start.
With these sick pulls, we'll just get it.
Also depends on how good the
iPhone stabilization is.
yeah.
Black Sun Zenith.
Ooh.
-1/-1 counters galore for X and 2 black.
And all shuffles back in your deck. It's a good board wipe.
No foils.
Good board wipe.
Alright, last pack. Show me what you got. Go for the throat. I like starting there. Flesh Eater Imp. Gruesome Encore, and the reveal.
Galvanoff.
So at the beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant or sorcery card, cast it without paying its mana cost. Also something that I kind of enjoy in playing like the Is It Commander decks, since you're playing so many high-powered instants and sorceries. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, that's not actually too bad.
Yeah. I mean, it casts Enter the Infinite.
You're right.
And it casts... I mean, so the thing that I've always loved is, so you flip it and you're like, oh, Seething Song. Now I'm going to start storming off this turn.
It also casts your Approach of the Second Sun.
Of course you would say Approach
for the first
Second
time.
Sun.
For the first shot.
And then it goes to your
the
hand,
second shot, you have to cast it from your hand to win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's a cute little guy. He's like a little beetle that shoots out instants and sorceries. So let's go ahead and recap just the rares here real quick.
Yes, indeed.
So we got a bunch of like solid rares. We got a Blight Steel. We got an Ink Moth. We got a Tezzeret. We got an Ink Moth and Hero Blade Holt and a Blight Steel. And then we also doubled up on Phyrexian Crusaders as well. Overall, this box is kind of insane. I'm actually out of words. I know back when Ink Moth was $50 a piece, this box would have just been like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
Because we would be looking at, you know, a $300 booster box. But lots of great cards here that are going to slot into some of my cool decks. Really excited about this Lead the Stampede. Sphere of the Suns is something I really like in Highlander as well. I know there are better mana rocks, but it, you know, I played it in Kessler Wolf Run. It's got a special place in my heart.
Oops. They got into the uncommon somehow.
Ooh, Psychosis Crawler. So, thanks very much for watching this. This box ended up being great, and I'm glad that you were here to enjoy the ride with us. With 3 Go for the Throats in our box.
One of the more expensive uncommons from this set.
Yeah.
Since it was only printed in this set, maybe in a dual deck here and there. But
I don't think it hit a dual deck. There's a F&M promo.
Well,
Yeah. But I think
there
they're
we
still
go.
hanging out at like $3 a piece.
they're not cheap.
That is for darn sure. Well, thanks for watching, and you know, if you like the video and want to see us open up some more stuff, go ahead and shoot us a like, subscribe, share even. Those are super appreciated, and have a great night.
Yeah, have a good one. Two next.